How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good and I'm feeling better seeing you. And, it's a privilege.
My
To,
place always, sir.
in fact, I was sharing with Smita, the learning journey has been, unique in most
Mhm,
ways than one.
mhm,
At my stage, one thinks one knows everything and what is there left to learn. But when I went through this course with you, I realized that they were so, subliminal and they had almost got lost in my consciousness. And that reawakening and awakening it makes all the difference. In fact, that is the transformation that it has, I have undergone thanks to all your succinct, lectures with examples and the whole model that you have put together brings the best in terms of how to look at this transformation through self empowerment. And this
right,
journey, not only do you teach, but you also ensure that those who you are teaching undergo this process themselves to understand the value of it. So there is that, deep reflection that emanates out of this, and that allows you to, be far more compassionate. Put yourself in the coach's shoes when you are, coaching her or him, and therefore realize what the key essentials are.
right,
We all knew even before, with the coaching we underwent with you, that listening is important, communication is important. But this, link, listen to understand, to engage, to transform, again, brings that crystal clarity and distills it. The fact is, the analogy that you gave that, you don't interrupt a person when he or she is drinking water, it's just as succinct as that. If somebody is drinking water and you start talking or interrupting and say, hold on, don't drink water, is as bad as not giving respect to somebody who, when that person is speaking,
right,
and this you understand, while we have talked earlier about, in my course of my career on responsible thing, listening and, active listening. But this goes one step further in the ladder, like the ladder program that you have,
right,
which starts with, listening. So
right,
the listening part, of course, is, where the whole thing is, unless you really can get very deep insights about the coachee,
right,
you will always be superficial. And we all believe we know a lot as a coach. In fact, I've always spoken in forums that we all believe we are past perfect, which is 25 years of education, 35 years of career, and 20 years of retirement. But being future ready is what you make us, which means 25 years of education and 35, 40 years of learning. And then there is, no end to learning and unlearning.
right,
Becoming future, ready, or future, what do you call, future ready, or ability to foresee the future and understand how to adapt to
right,
it is what this is all about. The principles that you've laid out are, so fundamental and simple that, one would not think about it unless one reflected on it, and yet realize how critical it is, especially when you talk about goal setting. I
right,
mean, we all know goal setting is very important and the right thing and what you want, but that, difference between, purpose or desire is
right.
what makes all the difference. Because
Yes,
desire, pursuing goals which are, triggered by desire are essentially superficial, and that gives rise to one of those four ugly, emotions that you write in the beginning, talk about anger, guilt, ego, fear.
right,
And therefore, you're constantly operating in that space, since whether it's anger or fear, and you get so distracted and you get so frustrated that you believe everything is bad, everybody is bad, and the
right.
whole world is conspiring against you, and they're jealous of you and
Yeah,
all that. Whereas once it is, purpose based, it makes you far more, reflective on why you want that. And
yeah,
then pursue the goal in such a way that you believe, there will be ups and downs, but in order to, realize one's purpose in life is not a easy, smooth road. There will be a roller coaster ride. So enjoy the roller coaster, because at the end of it, you're, doing it all for a purpose.
True, true, very true.
So that again, is one big aspect that you talk about. There are,
Yeah.
of course, many other, things that you have said, which we have all imbibed, we have learned. And the one thing that again comes out is, as a coach, be as understated as possible, and don't become the big brother, because the coachee will always think you have all the answers,
Yeah,
whereas it's a process of self discovery. And
true.
when you give that impression that you're not a guy who knows it all and who's come here with a magic pill, and at the end of the first, second, third session, that itself raises expectations which are unrealistic. But
True.
when you make the coachee feel through the style that you made, exposed us to, and make us realize that while we could have been where you could have said that, look, you know this, but I know it better. I have done it for 5,000 coachees. You made it seem like, look, I am always discovering this path, and this is a path of joint discovery.
True.
You're driving the vehicle. I might tell you, if you ask me कि लेफ्ट जाना है या सीधा, आई माइट शेयर विथ यू, लेफ्ट में जाने से इतना टाइम लगेगा या सीधा जाने से ये कोई कठिनाई आ सकती है। लेकिन
Right.
इससे ज्यादा ये मेरे लिए रिलेटिव है, आपके लिए बनता है कि नहीं, is not something I can foresee. So you have to therefore decide,
Mm-hmm.
where your comfort zone is. But the fact is, if you don't stretch beyond your comfort zone, you get into a danger zone. Only when
Right.
you get into a learning zone beyond your comfort zone, and that is what you're, extolling coaches to do. Get
Yeah.
beyond your comfort zone, plant yourself in the learning zone, instead of getting into the danger zone where you feel अरे मुझे सब कुछ पता है, and therefore you one mistake leads to the other,
Yeah.
and there is no coming back. Then you have messed up your comfort zone as well, and
Right.
too late to believe that you need to learn.
Right.
सब बकवास है, एक इम्प्रेशन हो जाता है ना।
Right. Right.
तो मैं जितना बोलूं उतना कम है।
नहीं,
आ,
इससे बहुत है, मतलब आपने जो भी शेयर किया, दैट इज मोर देन इनफ। या।
the relationship and finance, cause 95%. We don't want to accept it. Another thing is, when you say it upfront, देखो, मैंने हम लोग कहेंगे, अगर आप पूछेंगे, नहीं नहीं मेरा सब रिलेशनशिप ठीक है, हाँ बीवी के साथ थोड़ा बहुत झगड़ा होता है, ठीक है, बट मैं इसके साथ बच्चों लोग मेरी बात नहीं सुनते हैं, ठीक है ठीक है। वो मैं जहाँ जाता हूँ वहाँ पे लोग थोड़ा सा, हाँ कभी कभी स्नाइड कमेंट्स करते हैं, लेकिन ठीक है। बट वी आर बिगिनिंग टू हाइड that one or all of these relationships are creating together something within me, which is leading to either anger or to fear or to ego or to
या।
guilt. And
या।
then the whole dimension changes in terms of goal setting. And then you get into short term desires. Let me take this guy out for lunch or dinner, he'll feel talk well of me. Let me
राइट।
chocolate, big chocolate to my kid today, she will be happy, not realizing what the purpose is, what is she
राइट।
seeking from you, and what my purpose is, to
राइट।
enter her life or his life, where that person actually is able to gain from my wisdom, and
राइट।
not to pontificate that
या।
yeah मैंने सब देखा है, मैं सब जानता हूँ. So this pontification trap,
राइट।
which old fuddies like me fall into, you have remove that mind, landmine, so I won't, it won't blow up in my face anymore, Dr. D.
या। थैंक यू सर। थैंक्स अ लॉट। I think it was really indeed my pleasure to, I don't call coaching, like, it's a kind of a, of course, the coaching was there, but as I say, no, coaching is all about transforming both. The way you get transformed, I also get transformed simultaneously. And that is the beauty of the coaching. It always happens. Whatever I am today, all because of the people I have coached. Otherwise, it was just a research. I did my research, I did my PhD, but when we started coaching to the people and the people started getting the result, then I also started getting the result. So it has make me more wiser, it make me more aware, and it will make me more experienced as a coach. और वही है, करके करके हम सीखते हैं, like when we start doing the coaching, the more we do the coaching, we learn it more way. And thank you for all that, and I think it was a wonderful journey.